Hello, I'm Lafayette Robinson III, and tonight I'm going to be discussing emotional well-being for this discussion post. So I'm going to define what emotional well-being is. I'm going to discuss why experts see emotional well-being as a public health issue based on the readings in the course, and I'm also going to mention the impact of emotional well-being on public health. And so I'm going to go first and start off with the definition of emotional well being. Emotional well being is an umbrella label that consists of psychological well being, positive mental health, and health related quality of life. And the concepts of thriving the subjective concept of well being. This involves life purpose, satisfaction with life, and positive emotions, which has been shown to be associated with the decreased mortality and improved physical and mental functioning. So we see the significance when it comes to emotional well-being, or one can see the significance when it comes to emotional well-being. So for my next point, I'm going to be discussing why experts see emotional well-being as a public health issue based on the readings. For one, the dimensions of emotional well-being have been deemed as salient to public health, and salient meaning important. So this has been deemed by experts as important when it comes to public health, and I'd make the argument that emotional well-being ties to public health just because of mentioned it earlier, the umbrella concept of emotional well-being and how far it stretches, or how much it covers when it comes to human nature. My next point, loneliness and emotional well-being have been shown to be bidirectional related. And so again, this ties into health because loneliness and these type of things affect the mortality rate. And this affects one's health, which again affects the mortality rate. Emotional well-being is closely intertwined with social relationships. Research has shown, and in this class we've discussed readings pertaining to social well-being. These things are naturally tied to health and well-being because well-being has been naturally tied to these health-related issues and well-being. So it makes sense for experts to deem this as a public health issue when it comes to any lack of information being put out about emotional well-being, or any lack of attention when it comes to this concept. Also, uh, one thing that I noted from the source, emotional well-being and public health proposal for a model national initiative, is that with more publicity/attention on emotional well-being, it could ultimately play a role in decreasing mortality and improve life expectancy in the U.S. So we see how these things are. We see how the concept of emotional well-being naturally correlates to health and for lack of better terms, death. So going on, and then another point that I got from the reading was emotional well-being should be part of the endeavor of public health. State of emotional well-being associated with 20% of reduced risk of all-cause mortality in healthy people. So we're seeing these statistics, we're getting these statistics. These experts are reporting these statistics, and it just reinforces the concept that emotional well-being is directly tied to public health due to the effects of one, if they if their emotional well-being is, I don't want to say poor, I'm gonna say if they are not, how do I put this, if their emotional well-being is not well, then the likelihood of death can transpire, and this has been proven. And so, and I'm gonna be candid with you, just saying that sounds so far of a stretch, but the research has shown basically how much emotional well-being matters when it comes to human nature and humans in society. And for the last point I'm going to discuss, what is the impact of emotional well-being on public health? One thing that I pulled from the text, from one of the readings, is that the sample size, there was a sample size of research taking place, and this sample size, which exceeded 4 million individuals, showed staring associations between perceived social connectedness and reductions in disease-related mortality when it came to discussing emotional well-being, and that being one of the main focuses, the main focus of that study. And so we see what emotional well-being can promote and how important it is in society. Thank you.